What's up, guys? Jingar the Orc here, back again. I am getting my stuff set up here. Give me a second, guys.
Einstein! Where do you come from, boy? Didn't you bring Doc with you?
Alright. Gotta get comfortable. How's everybody going? Finally figured out how to open up the damn DeLorean. This is part 2 of this Let's Play. Okay, we're looking for clues about what happened to Doc. I gotta figure that's gonna be the tape recorder.
Marty?
Ah!
Marty, if you're hearing this recording, then the DeLorean's automatic retrieval feature is a resounding success.
Automatic retrieval?
In case of my failure to return to the DeLorean within an allotted time, I programmed the time machine to jump to these four-dimensional coordinates without me. As you are well aware, time travel is an inherently risky activity, and despite my elaborate precautions, there's always a possibility that I could land in trouble sometime. And that sometime is now, or then, or maybe later.
He's in trouble.
Marty, you come to my rescue in the past, or was it the future? Anyway, I'm relying on you to do it again. Please take the DeLorean back, or forward, to whenever it is I'm stuck in time. When you get there, I'm sure you'll figure out what to do.
That's it? Aren't you gonna tell me when that is?
Just go to the date specified on the time circuit readout under the heading marked Last Time Departed. Good luck.
Right. Last time departed. Oh, jeez. Come on. Crap! Oh, great. How am I supposed to find
That
him
was a
now?
lot of help. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Final Infinity.
Okay,
This is
Doc,
shoe,
I know
that's
I haven't
kinda
seen you in a
fucking
few months,
weird.
but I'm pretty sure this isn't your shoe. Looks like the time circuit's still
Doc
working.
might be a
Now I
cross-dresser.
need to know when to look for Doc.
We're gonna find out.
I can use those to enter a date into the time circuits. Once I know when to look for Doc.
Okay, can we look at his book there? Is that gonna tell us
After all the
anything?
trouble I went through getting this thing, there's no way I'm letting it out of my sight.
No? Okay. You gonna be a pain in the ass again?
After all the trouble I went through getting this thing, there's no way I'm letting it out of my sight. I can use those to enter a date into the time circuits. Once I know when to look for Doc.
Yeah, there's gonna be a whole lot of that, guys. I apologize. Come on, give me a hint. Maybe Einstein can make something of this. You, dog. Smell this shoe. Smell
What do you know
it.
about this shoe, Einie? Great Scott! I think he's onto something. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. How's this supposed to lead me to Doc, Einie? Starbase 0. I hope Jimmy's fixed the Wild Gunman machine. I guess there's time for a quick game.
Haha, procrastination.
Okay, now I'm ready.
What? What kind of garbage was that? It didn't even let me play.
get a look at you.
Einstein, come on.
I don't even, bro.
Just as I suspected.
I've not even seen a single episode of that show.
Get along now. Scat!
Can you let me in?
I've got something
I've
for
got
you.
something to show you.
What is it? Let me see.
It's gotta be her shoe, right?
A shoe? Wow, now what would I want with a... Huh? Stay there!
No, I liked your video. Don't get me wrong, I get all the references. I thought it was pretty funny.
Leave that creature outside!
Sorry, Einstein.
Well, took you long enough.
There's a lot of stairs.
To return the shoe, I mean. I lost it ages ago. You can put it down next to the other one.
What, you were expecting
Much
me to
better.
bring the shoe
So
back?
neat and orderly. I suppose you'll be wanting some sort of reward now.
No,
All I've got is tea and candy.
But...
I'm sorry I called you a hooligan. I try not to jump to conclusions, but after all, 9 out of 10 people in this city are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up. Have a seat, Sonny.
Have a seat where, you old bat?
Kids! Put out those cigarettes!
Is that Vice Principal Strickland?
Mother never could keep little Gerald out of her clothes.
That's not weird at all.
Oh, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Ms. Pretty Whiskers is very particular about who handles her food. Don't touch those! My newspapers are in pristine condition and meticulously organized. Not about to let some street punk get jam all over them.
Get jam all over them.
Miss Strickland?
Jack! Diane! I know what you're doing behind that tree!
Yes? Do you remember when
Yeah,
you
when
lost
did you
your
lose
shoe?
your shoe?
Shoe?
That shoe over there.
Oh, that shoe! Huh. Hi, what a nosy Nelly! No one likes a busybody, you know.
But...
Oh, fine, let me think about it. Yes, I remember. I lost it in a scuffle with a dog. Oh, when was it? Oh, yes, the day that speakeasy burned down.
a speakeasy? In Hill Valley?
Don't act so surprised, young man. Your generation doesn't hold a copyright on moral depravity, you know. Sin has been on the prowl in Hill Valley since the day it was founded.
Well, she seems like she'd be a wonderful grandmother. Someone's very lucky to have her.
Doing some stargazing?
No, I set my sights on lower things. Is that? Lieutenant! Get away from that hubcap before I call your father!
What's with all these newspapers?
This is my personal
what is with the
archive.
newspapers?
I've got every issue of the Hill Valley Telegraph ever published.
Get out. Every single issue?
From 1871 to the present. If it happened in Hill Valley, you'll find it in my stacks.
I guess somewhere in these stacks there must be an article about the speakeasy burning down.
Naturally. I probably wrote it myself. I was quite a reporter back in the day.
Any idea what date that article came out?
Well, obviously the day after the speakeasy burned down.
Yeah, that helps a whole
Wow, a
lot.
speakeasy. That must have been wild. Is it true they used to drink gin out of slippers like my grandma said?
Don't romanticize the past, young man. Prohibition was a time when gangsters ruled the town while honest citizens quaked
Show
in
her
their
the
beds.
hash brownies.
So
Yeah,
where
okay,
was it?
where
That
was the
That burned
speakeasy?
down, I mean.
Can you tell me
That
that?
was ages ago. If you're looking for bootleg hooch,
No, I'm just curious, that's all. I'm a student of history.
student of history, my Aunt Fanny. Yeah, your generation of hooligans and slackers could give two ripe figs about history.
Miss Strickland?
Oh, video store!
Huh?
The speakeasy used to be hidden in plain sight down there in the town square. Right where that disgusting videotape rental store squats today.
So the video store building must have gone up after the speakeasy burned down.
Following year, as I recall.
Don't let me
Alright,
keep
I'm
you
not.
from your business.
Clearly, I'm not getting anything else from her.
You there! Don't even think about tossing that Kleenex on the ground!
Would you mind if I stepped out for a minute? I just remembered a video I've got to return.
Do you have to go? I get so few visitors these days.
But-
And I'd hate to have to
All right,
tell
now you're
my
being
brother,
creepy, Grandma.
your vice principal in charge of discipline, how rude you were to me. Especially with graduation coming up and all.
I guess I'm stuck here for a while.
What? No, I can't be stuck here for a while. Is there something I can give her? We'll try everything.
Excuse me, Miss Strickland? Don't let me keep you from your business. This notebook has all of Doc's plans for the flux capacitor and the DeLorean. I'd better make sure it never falls into the wrong hands. And by wrong hands, I mostly mean Biff. Miss Pretty Whiskers? Man, she keeps it hot in here.
How do I get the hell out of this old lady's
The
house?
kettle. I'll be right back with some tea. And don't touch anything.
Hey, mind if I use your binoculars for a sec?
Go ahead, dear.
Ha! He's got it wrapped up. You know what he
Built
got.
in February 1932. So the fire must have happened before then. But when? I need a date.
Don't look at me. I'm far too old for you.
Ew. Can I leave now?
What are these?
My editorial trophies.
Cat Lovers Quarterly.
It's legitimate journalism.
Yeah, a burrito, that's what it was.
I'm not leaving until I find Doc somewhere in those newspapers.
Oh, so now I can look through the newspapers.
I told you
Right.
not to touch those.
What?
There's the whistle. Surely the water's boiling by now.
Quick,
Let's
Marty,
see.
look through the
Ground
newspapers.
broken on site of former speakeasy. Singer vanishes. Hill Valley Expo delights crowd. Soup kitchen exposed. Here we go. Speakeasy arsonist slain.
Welcome
Legal
everybody to the
procedure gave
stream,
way
by
to
the way.
old-fashioned vengeance last night when a mob descended on
Feel
the
free
Hill
to
Valley
leave
police
a
station.
like and
The
subscribe.
suspect in the speakeasy arson case, a drifter
I've also
known
got a
as Carl
YouTube
Sagan,
channel,
was pulled from his...
Jengar the Orc,
Carl Sagan?
if anyone wants to check that out.
Doc, killed by a mob. What's the date? June 14th, 1931. Jeez, I gotta rescue him.
My newspapers!
Sorry, Miss Strickland. Let me...
No! You've gotten my history out of order! Oh, do you know how long it'll take to fix what you've done? Oh, get out! Get out! Get out!
Help! Police! I'm being attacked by hooligans!
Oh, that's right, he fixed it to run on
Marty!
trash.
Where you been, son? And what are you doing in that getup?
It's
a
my
work
uniform.
uniform.
Didn't I tell you? I got a job.
At the Model T factory?
Yeah. No.
Never mind, you don't have to explain. I'm sure whatever it is you're up to, you know what you're doing, right?
I hope so.
Hey, sometimes you gotta go out on a limb for the ones you love, right? Wish my dad had understood that. You won't stay away too long.
You'll barely know I was gone. You ready to go, Einstein? I've got to turn on the time circuits first. Time circuits, on. Flux capacitor, fluxy.
Flux capacitor, Fluxy.
Okay, if Doc's gonna get killed on June 14th, 1931, I'll just show up the day before and get him out. I hope you know what you're doing, Doc.
Yeah, I don't think it ever said either. Here we go. Back to the past, future, past, 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 future. That's right, it requires 21 Jengar watts of electricity. Jeez, great. What a great cop. He doesn't even know what's going on, he's just shooting at me. And people protest the police now. Tried 1932 when they shoot at you for driving.
Einstein, where'd you go now, boy?
Now where's that booze joint? I need me some booze.
Young man! Excuse me, young man!
Who? Me?
Is that Miss
You're
Strickland?
the only man in the street, and I'm looking for a man-in-the-street reaction. Naturally, you know about the explosion that destroyed this illegal gin establishment.
I read about it, yeah.
What's your opinion of Carl Sagan, the stranger who single-handedly did what the law has been unable to do for 10 long years, namely, rid Hill Valley of the scourge of liquor?
I think he's a goddamn hero.
Mark me down as a supporter.
The young man said, flashing a boyish yet virile grin. Hill Valley needs more upstanding youths like yourself. Do you have a message for the vicious gangsters who still roam these streets, no doubt plotting to corrupt our citizens with another den of booze, sin, and debauchery?
Gee golly, Miss Strickland. I sure don't feel like getting shot today.
No, not
So
really.
I'm gonna
That's
say
the
no.
spirit. Destroy them with indifference. If we refuse to patronize their establishments and glorify their wicked exploits, they'll soon be exposed for the pathetic wretches they are. May I get your name?
Yeah, it's...
No.
Michael
Corleone.
Thank you for sharing your candid opinions, Mr. Corleone. Edna Strickland, Hill Valley Herald.
I know. I met you back. I mean, I'm familiar with your work.
You read my column? How sweet! I know it's just an etiquette column, but I believe it'll lead to bigger and better... Oh!
Einstein, no. Down, boy.
Is this wretched creature yours? He assaulted me once before.
What's got into you?
Aggressive dogs must be kept on leash at all times. It's the law. Look it up.
Doc. I gotta find Doc.
So she was always like that.
I guess this is where the speakeasy burned down. How'd Doc ever get mixed up in that?
The courthouse. Is that a courthouse? Yeah, that's the courthouse, right? If you got arrested, I gotta figure they'd know something. I can't go to it. I can only walk through the... Really? And another thing. Why does Marty walk like he's E.T.? Here we go.
Who are you and what do you want?
Can I talk to, Carl Sagan?
Are you his lawyer?
No.
Then scram.
Psst. Doc!
Marty,
Doc!
what are you doing here?
You sent for me, Doc.
I did? When?
May 14th, 1986.
1980? The automatic retrieval system. Of course. I'd almost forgotten about that.
So what's our plan for getting you out of here?
Plan? We don't need a plan.
We don't.
Not in the slightest. The police picked me up for that speakeasy fire a couple of weeks ago, but the DA hasn't got a case. They're releasing me tomorrow morning.
So basically, I traveled 50 years into the past to deliver your car?
Sorry about that, but it's so wonderful to see you. We have a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, you might want to hold off on that, Doc.
Great Scott! I'm going to be gunned down by gangsters on the steps of the courthouse.
Why would they do that?
Guess they didn't approve of my
Oh,
burning
they
down
gonna
their
kill
speakeasy.
you.
Very funny, Doc. Maybe now we should come up with a plan.
A plan, right? But what?
Let's find Carl Hagen. Your lawyer, he can help. What do you guys think? Alright guys, I'm gonna pick...
Why don't we try to
Make
tough
a
it
stand.
out? Now that we know what's coming, maybe we sneak it past the gangsters with a bulletproof vest or something.
That might work with 1 or 2 bullets, but from the look on fire, that rendered the innocent stranger little more than a puffy mass of bones and gristle.
Who writes like that?
According to the byline, one Edna Strickland.
I should have guessed. Hey, maybe I could talk to the
Talk
gangsters.
to the
I'm about
gangsters.
to shoot the wrong guy.
I don't think the criminals of this era are going to be very receptive to a complete stranger telling them that their secret assassination plan is misguided. Do you?
Why don't I take the DeLorean,
Let's
go back
go
in time before
back
you were
in
arrested,
time.
and stop you from getting caught in the first place?
Don't even think about it. Without my unjust incarceration, the events that sent you into the past might never happen, resulting in a paradox of continuum-shattering proportions.
Jeez, we've been back together for 5 minutes, Doc, and you're already talking about the end of the universe. I've missed that.
Don't be ridiculous, Marty. I was only referring to the end of the universe as we know it.
Well, I suppose I could just get some dynamite and break you out of jail.
No, that's far too dangerous. Not just to me, but to random innocent people in the past. The repercussions could be... That's it!
What's it?
My rocket-powered drill.
You have a rocket-powered drill?
Not yet. I haven't built it yet.
You've lost me, Doc.
Listen, a few months ago, my 17-year-old self sent in a patent application for a rocket-powered drill. I abandoned the project after I never heard back from the patent office, but the prototype should be nearly complete.
Great, I'll just run back to your lab and...
No, I said nearly complete. You need me to help you finish it.
How the hell am I supposed to sneak a half-finished rocket-powered drill into your cell?
Not me. 1931 me.
Wait a minute, Doc. You want me to convince your 1931 self to build a rocket-powered drill to break you out of jail?
Precisely.
Okay,
Where can I
let's
find
say I go
you?
along with this crazy idea. Where can I find you? I mean, the other you.
How should I know? It was over 50 years ago. Why don't you go over to the soup kitchen next door and give my house a call? They'll know where to find me.
Soup kitchen. Got it.
Just stay away from the soup. It'll cause irreparable damage to your digestive system.
I guess I better get started. Don't worry, Doc. I'll get you out of here in no time.
I'm not worried. Once you and my younger self put your heads together, you'll be unstoppable.
Is the camera still acting up? Alright, cool. Must have been a glitch in the Matrix. We're gonna go check out the soup kitchen.
McFly?
Biff? Kid? Grandpa?
That's Mr. Tannen to you, Artie. What are you doing out here?
Well, I was getting kind of hungry, so I figured I'd come down here for some free soup.
Just thought I'd come down for some soup. Think, McFly. The DA's throwing around
Jesus,
subpoenas
this
like
goes
Babe
back
Ruth.
3 generations?
The picture anymore.
Shut it. If one of those subpoenas landed in the hands of my number cruncher, I'd be in a whole lot of trouble. I could even get sent up the river. You wouldn't want that, would you? Would you?
No, of course not, kid.
All right. That's better. What are you looking at, punk?
Keep your eyes on the soup, kid.
Well?
Well, what?
Well, what are you still doing here?
Sorry, kid. I'll just run back to the safe house.
You do that. And McFly?
Yes?
That hat's too flashy. You better let me hold on to it. Now scram!
You got it, boss.
And don't come out until I give you the all clear. I swear, if even one of you mooks could add 2 + 2 without your fingers, I'd dump that wimp into the lake. Hey! Anyway, I'm off to make myself irresistible. Don't let anyone burn down the shop while I'm gone.
Thus began Marty's quest to burn down the shop while he was gone.
Okay. Hey, never mind. I better not talk to him. I don't want to mess up his timeline.
You didn't have a problem talking to the soup kitchen guy.
Brown residence?
Hi. Do you know where I could find Emmett Brown?
Young Master Brown is currently tending to his clerking duties at the courthouse. Who may I say is calling?
The courthouse? Doc never told me he worked at the courthouse.
Alright, to the courthouse then. Gotta be careful lest I make up someone's Facebook timeline. Can't interrupt those. Alright guys, so here's the plan. We're gonna bring back the girl and wipe away the debt.
Don't touch those! These are very sensitive legal documents. Nobody is supposed to handle them but sworn officers of the court. Judge Brown says so.
Judge Brown? Doc. Nice to meet you. I'm Michael, Corleone.
Emmett Brown. But I am a law clerk, not a doctor. Now please get out of my way. I have important business to transact. Naturally, H2A multiplied by the inversion of H has to come out less than expectation value of A, right?
Hell no, I'm gonna stalk you like crazy. Hey. Hey.
Listen, Emmett,
Hey.
you don't know me, but I'm your friend.
I'm not big on friends. They get in the way of work.
Yeah, he's supposed to be 17.
Listen.
I hear you're working on a
understand
rocket
a new
drill.
invention in your lab.
Invention? You must have me mixed up with somebody else. I'm in law. I have absolutely no interest in science. Oh, let's start over. Force equals mass times...
Don't you lie to
Come on,
me,
wait
boy.
up a minute.
You again? Can't you see I'm busy?
See, I'm sort of in the science business myself. That's why I sought you out.
Not that I care in the least, because science is the furthest thing from my own area of interest, which is law, but I don't believe you.
It's true. I'm a scientist.
So tell me something, Mr. Scientist, from your vast storehouse of scientific knowledge.
The leg bone's connected to the thigh bone?
Amazing.
The leg bone's connected to the thigh bone.
Come on, Doc. Emmett, drop the Legal Eagle Act. I got something more important for you to do.
Mr. Corleone, I'll have you know that the law is the very mortar that holds society together, and we in the legal profession are like brick masons building the edifice of the future.
Your dad tell you that?
Every morning.
Okay, so you don't want your old man to know. That's fine. Listen, we all keep secrets. But I'm telling you, you can level with me about this science project of yours.
I am not a scientist. Go ahead, ask me what E equals.
What does E equal?
I have absolutely no idea. See? I don't know where you got your information from about me, mister, but you're wrong, wrong, wrong.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
So, Emmett, what time are you through with work?
Depends. On weeknights, Pop sometimes keeps me in the office till 9.
9 at night? But today's Saturday.
Right. So I probably won't get off before 10.
How about you knock off work early and I'll buy you a beer, or soda. What do you say?
Don't try to tempt me from my duty with sugary beverages. Keeping the wheels of justice turning, that's my one passion in life. Besides, if I left before 8, my pop would kill me.
Yes, kill the father and wipe away the internship.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your
Yeah,
father.
you sound a little scared.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just, incorruptible judge that Hill Valley has ever seen. The only people scared of Judge Brown are
Oh, so
people
your
with a
dad's
dark
the judge.
secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret to hide.
What's this important business you're up to?
It's a legal matter, very complicated, very abstruse. I need to obtain 5 sets of initials on every copy of this writ of indemnification before before Judge Brown can even think of granting a waiver to the party in the first part.
You have no idea what it's about, do you?
That's how important it is.
Come on, you could trust me, Doc. Emmett, it's your future I'm looking out for, in more ways than one.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you and science.
Oh, that word again! If you insinuate I'm a scientist once more, I'll sue you for defamation of character!
For being a scientist?
Hello?
No solicitors!
Hey, come on, man.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just, incorruptible judge that Hill Valley has ever seen.
Alright,
The only
clearly
people
I'm
scared
not
of
getting
Judge Brown
anywhere
are
with
people
this.
with a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret to hide.
Emmett, about
Don't
your...
say it. It's a Stanford Hermitian line operator.
Maybe older Doc knows something about it.
Doc!
Morty, have you found my younger self yet?
Well, I met your younger self.
Great.
And I gotta say, you're kind of uptight.
What?
You won't even talk to me.
I find that hard to believe. Tell me what happened.
I tried asking him
Emmett
about your
says he's
rocket
not a
drill, but he said he's
scientist.
not a scientist.
What? What? Father.
What's he got to do with this?
In 1931, I was still deathly afraid of my father discovering the truth about my scientific predilections, so I carefully kept them under wraps, practicing science at odd hours, away from his prying eyes.
That sucks.
It sucked a lot. Fortunately, I eventually stood up to him, but right now, my younger self probably thinks you've been sent by my father to check up on me.
What do I do to
Yeah,
convince
how can I
Team
get
Doc
him
that
to
I'm
trust
not a
me?
spy?
I'm not sure.
You know, your younger self seems really dedicated to the law.
It's a facade, I assure you. I had to keep up appearances to appease my father.
Why does your younger self mutter all the time?
Muttering? Why would I be muttering? I never mutter unless... The Hill Valley Expo!
Expo?
Yes, the Expo. How could I have forgotten? In a few months, the younger me will put on a demonstration at the Hill Valley Exposition, my first public foray into the world of science. Everyone in town will be there, including a number of noted inventors who shaped my career.
So, it was a big success?
No, it was a miserable failure, but it was a spectacularly miserable failure, one which marked my transition from an amateur garage scientist into a professional seeker of truth.
Yeah, what does that have to do with you muttering?
When I was younger, I used to relieve stress by working on complex mathematical conundrums. No doubt my younger self was working on some impossible problem in an attempt to work off cerebral steam in the weeks before the exposition. What was I muttering about?
I don't know. H to the something with an inverse of something else. I'm not so good at equations.
That's too bad. I bet if we could solve my younger self's problem, he'd be more inclined to listen to you.
I still can't figure out what your younger self is muttering about.
Blast! If only I could hear him myself.
Let's talk about your younger self's problems later.
Okay, but don't forget we're on a bit of a deadline.
Alright, so I gotta find a way to get him to walk by the jail. Or the police station. I guess I'll just wait for him to come out.
Just give me a chance.
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Emmett, about your...
Don't say it.
Okay, I've got an idea. How about the tape recorder?
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Emmett, about
Don't
your...
say it. Multiplied by the inverse.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
I'm not trying to talk to him. Come on now.
About
Don't
your...
say it.
Okay, that didn't work. So what have I got? Give me a hint.
Times acceleration, of course. That's Newton. But how many Newtons are required to maintain a constant mass of acceleration?
Anybody have any ideas here?
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just, incorruptible judge that Hill Valley has ever seen. The only people scared of Judge Brown are people with a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret to hide.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just,
I'm
incorruptible
so sick of
judge
that.
Hill Valley has ever seen. The only people scared of Judge Brown are people with a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret to hide.
Emmett, about
Don't
your...
say it.
This notebook has all of Doc's plans for the flux capacitor and the DeLorean. I'd better make sure it never falls into the wrong hands.
Or do we take H to stand for the Hermitian line operator? But in that case, H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A might well be equal to A's expectation value, but only if the coefficient of... Now, if H stands for the one-dimensional harmonic oscillator, then naturally H to A multiplied by the inversion of H has to come out less than expectation value.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
I'm not pressing
about
anything.
yours.
Stop doing that. I don't know. Maybe he picked something up while I was following him.
Psst, Doc!
Morty, how goes the escape plan?
I'm still not making any headway with your younger self, Doc.
Really?
What do I do to convince Teen Doc that I'm not a spy?
I'm not sure. Maybe if we solve that problem he's working on, he'll be more inclined to trust you.
Let's talk about your younger self's problems later.
Okay, but don't forget we're on a bit of a deadline here.
Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode here. I'll keep working on this. Thanks everyone for watching. Please feel free to leave a like and subscribe, and see you next time.